Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining in. So today I want to show you another DIY that I did with these wired round baskets from the Dollar Tree. Last week I showed you how I use it as a lampshade in my sunroom. So today I'm going to show you how I made this lantern that I'm using in my sunroom. And I used 4 of them. So come on in and let me show you how I took these baskets from the Dollar Tree and turned them into a lantern. So along with these 4 baskets, also I used the Nautical Juke rope that they have at the Dollar Tree. I used 2 of those, and they have 3 different sizes. This is the largest size. And then also I used the Juke rope that is on wire, and I used about 2.5, almost 3 of those, as well as the zip ties. I used the black ones. So this lantern is about an 18-inch lantern that I used, and I spent less than $15. So it's a pretty good sized lantern for that price. So the first thing I did was take the 2 baskets and measure them and line the lines up on the bottom. And once I got them on the bottom, I used the zip ties and zip tied them in 4 different corners. Next, I took the Nautical rope and weaved it in and out the bottom half of one of the baskets. And then the second rope, you're going to pretty much do the same thing. And this is what I'm doing here. So this is what it looks like when it is finished. This part is finished. And I used the Nautical rope to help tie it together so it'll look like one piece and not 2 baskets. So the next step, I'm adding the 3rd basket, zip tying it on. And this is going to be the top of the lantern. So I'm going to zip tie 2 sides. So you have to zip tie it and make sure it is zip tied between one of your lines on here, because if you don't, the basket will move around. So you have to make sure the lines are lined up. And here I'm showing you how you have to make sure the zip tie is crossed between one of the lines, because if it's not, it's going to move around. Now the next step is to add the 4th basket, and I'm going to do this by using 2 zip ties, and I'm going to place them fairly close together, and I'm going to do this so it will create a hinge so you'll be able to open up the bottom of the lantern. So this is how you're going to add in your candle or whatever you're going to place inside the lantern. Now for me, I'm using a battery operated candles that I got from Amazon, and this particular set came in a pack of I think 8, and it has a remote control because of where I'm going to place this lantern. It's going to be hung up, so I'm not going to want to open it up often, only to just change the battery in it, and I can use the remote to turn it on and off. So it's optional for you for what you want to put in it, but for me, I'm using the battery operated candle. And I will add the Amazon link in the description box. Now also, this is the jute rope that I found in the Dollar Tree that's on wire, and I'm using it to help decorate the rest of the lantern, the top parts and the bottom half of it, and I feel that this would help match the top and the bottom to the center. And then also it's going to be used as the handle on the lantern. So with this part, you can do it however you want. You can place the wire rope wherever you want to place it, or you don't have to use it at all. You may not want this part of it, but for me, I just felt that it needed something just to tie the bottom and the top parts together. Now here's the one thing I found about this wire rope is when you're cutting it, it will ravel. So I use tape to keep it from raveling, but you can probably burn it as well, but I just use the tape to keep it from raveling. So as you can see, this is what I've done along the top of it with the wire, and then I'm going to go the opposite sides, and this is where I'm going to place wire for my handle. So basically I'm going to have wire along 4 sides of the top of the lantern. So now in using this wire for the bottom half, I'm going to run it around each piece of the baskets on the bottom. So just to get the same look that I have on the top, because it is the piece that opens up. And so my next step is to add in the wires along the bottom half of the lantern, just as I did at the top, and then I'm just going to make sure that I'm putting them in on the same line as I did on the top to make it look uniform. And these are also going to be the wire that's going to hold the bottom of the lantern closed. And now this is pretty much what it looks like when I'm done with it. And then every time I open the lantern up to put my candle or to change my batteries in the candle, I'm just gonna loosen the wires, and I have 3 different ones that I'm loosening, and that's how I'm gonna open and close the lantern. So now this is what it looks like when I finish all of these steps, and I'm okay with it, but for me, something is missing. So everybody who knows me, this is kind of plain, so I want to add a little more decorations to it. So I went through my stash of greenery and my ribbons, and I found these, so I'm going to add a little greenery to it, and a bow with some leftover ribbon I had from another project. And the ribbon pretty much goes perfectly with the Nautica theme. The ribbon looks almost like my carpet, a rug that I have in my sunroom. So I wanted to add that in just to give it a little more decorations. And when I'm finished with that, for me, it's complete. So guys, I am really happy with the way my lanterns came out. I made 2 of them, and I'm glad that I decided to add the bow and the decorations. It really goes well with the decor that I have here in my sunroom. So I'm glad that I decided to add the bow on there for a special touch. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you can receive notifications on my next videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.